Welcome to the New England Motocross Show on RacerXFilms.com. I'm Travis Stewart. This is Mike Treadwell, and welcome to Winchester Speed Park for the 3rd annual New England Regional Championship, brought to you by Factory Connection, Planet Fitness, and AMSOIL Racing. Mike, glad to have you with us. What do you think so far?
Really good, actually. The track looks awesome. There's a huge line to get in the track today. There's so many people at this event. It's growing every year, so it's becoming a mainstay in New England. So it should be fun this weekend.
So we had sign-up day. Again, we had a lot more people coming in. I think it's going to be another race where the gates are just full. And what do you think about the racing so far? This race itself, is it getting to that amateur national stage yet, or are we still a local race?
I think it's getting to that point where it's going to be hopefully a big amateur race that guys want to come to. I mean, it's an awesome facility for one thing. The track's good, and it gives the New England riders a chance to showcase themselves against better riders. It's like they're racing against these guys at big events, and they kind of get nervous. So I think this is a good way to kind of to race against really good caliber of riders and not be so intimidated because you're kind of in your home area. So yeah, the track's in really good shape. They've done a lot of work to it, and it's going to be really exciting to race. Hopefully it gets good and rough. The track tends to get rough, and so hopefully it's real good.
For sure. We got the new sand section that we've taken a look at. Some new rollers. They've hauled in a lot of sawdust, even a couple rocks on top that might make it a little bit like Unadilla at the beginning of this race. You've seen that, I'm sure.
Yeah, we don't want that. We don't want any rocks to fly up, but I think with all the sand, it'll get rough, and it'll form a lot of good lines. So that's where the passing will come from, is after it gets real rough. So it should be good.
Cool. Now for the folks back home, we're picking a few classes to feature here at the New England Regional Championship. One of the classes that we're starting off with is the big class, the 125A class. Let's talk about last year, that class. Some of the big names that were out there. We had Charbonneau as the returning champion, trying to hold off like John Dowd. Charbonneau and Dowd, they were going at it the whole weekend.
Yeah, they had Robbie Marshall in there too. He was actually really fast last year here. Just had bike problems. I think the results might have been a little bit more mixed up, at least if Robbie hadn't had bike problems, because he was definitely going fast. But Dowdy, just the guy's strong. You know how that goes. I mean, he's a machine. He just can pound out the laps, and he was a dominant guy last year, just pretty much sweeping all the classes. I think he rode 4 classes and swept all 4 classes, and I think Charbonneau might have stole 1 win from him. But overall, he was the main guy, and he's going to be back again this year. So
now you got to recall that last corner attempt by Robbie Marshall going down this straight that we're standing on right now, where he tried to shove it in there and it didn't quite work. Prediction for this year?
Well, I don't even know if Robbie's going to be here. I know he got hurt, so I don't know about that. But there's a lot of other guys that just goes to show what this event is. A lot of other guys have decided to come here to this event. There's guys from Western New York now. Some of the southern states have got guys coming up, and then there's a lot of other fast New England guys that decided to come this year that were, for whatever reason, last year weren't here, and it's going to make for a lot tighter racing,
Definitely. Now we're also doing the 250A class as well, which is one of your classes. But another big class is the 125B class. Last year, dominated by Mike Satilli. He moved up to the A ranks.
Yeah, now he's with me. Great.
So who do you think the next B rider is going to be? I know we haven't really taken a look at the list so far, but we got names like Haysha.
Yeah, I was going to say. I mean, Haysha was the guy that impressed me. I did a local race here a couple weeks ago, and he was really fast. I mean, his lap times were comparable to ours in the A class. So I mean, he's one I think to definitely to look out for.
Dakotas is going to be one of the big names up there. Just came up from the 80 ranks. He went to Loretta's, got a 6th in the Super Mini class.
I think Jimmy, as far as speed-wise, Jimmy's going to be right there. He doesn't have a 250F yet, so I don't really. Hole shots might hurt him, but speed-wise, the kid is just. Well, you saw a couple weeks ago we did a local race and he was reeling me in, and he goes fast. He's going to be up front for sure. The B class is just stacked.
It's going to be good. I know that we have a few qualifiers, for that class for sure. The next class is Super Mini, which obviously, again, Jimmy Dakotas, if he's going to be running that class, I believe he is, will be the next big thing there. Other than that, we're going to be taking a look at like the 125 Youth B class, the women's class, which is going to feature Ashley Filick coming out for this race for a couple days. She just came off a 5th place finish at her first pro event in Steel City. So we're definitely excited for this, and we hope you guys are too. All right, be sure to check us out every night on RacerXFilms.com, RevalveTV.com, and VerbMoto.com. We're going to send it out to a little bit of pit bike racing. Remember, this is brought to you by Factory Connection, Planet Fitness, and Ames Oil Racing.